Welcome to Illustrations with Liz. We are going to do something a little different today. It's still going to be kind of illustrative, but we're going to lean into some of the therapeutic benefits of art. And we are going to work with some watercolors today. If you do not have watercolors, that's okay. Grab some markers. Crayons might work, but if you have markers, great substitute. And I've got my brush, my paper, and we are going to choose 2 or 3 different colors. I'm going to start with some blue. We're just going to throw some color on here, just all over the place, because this is going to be a practice in patience. We are going to start with a very wet piece. And it doesn't matter. Just maybe 2 or 3 colors. Get it on there good and wet. There is a lot of research that shows how art affects our brains, even if you do it just for 20 minutes. Helps reduce your stress levels, help you process some thoughts that you're holding on to. So even just 20 minutes of art a day, whether you're doodling or making something with your hands, that'll do just as well. Now I'm going to do kind of a what's called a wet on wet drop in. I'm going to get a really good focus of saturated color, and I'm just going to drop it in. Do a couple of little dots. Let it move on your paper. We're not controlling anything right now. We're just making some splotches. Don't overblend. Just let it sit in there. And if you want, you can pick up your paper, let it tilt. Enjoy watching your paint move across your paper. Let it move all around. You can throw in a few more little color drops. Whatever makes you happy today. And what I'm going to do is once I finish getting all of my colors on here the way I want them, I'm going to cut my video and I'm going to let it have time to dry, finish drinking my coffee probably, and then we will come back to the second part, but it'll all be on one video. So what you'll want to do is pause the video while you let your piece dry, go for a walk, doodle some more. You want to get some good splotches of saturation here, and saturation is how bold that color is. Let it move around a little bit. Maybe you enjoy just watching your paint move across your paper. Sit there and meditate with that for a bit. This is going to be one of those things where it's all about the process. Do a little bit more drop. All right, I think that'll do it. I'm going to let this dry. Drink my coffee. We'll come back once it's dry and we'll do the next part. And for the next part, you'll need a pen. Okay, back to round 2 of our meditative art. It's a kind of like a free illustration. So we have our dry piece, and if you worked with markers, that'll be just fine as well. We are going to start picking out shapes. So I'm going to start with the easiest shape I have, which is this little blob. Oh no. There it goes. So I have a little blob, and that's where I'm starting. We're going to pick out little lines, little shapes. You can go as small as you want or as big as you want, but the goal here is to spend at least 20 minutes looking for shapes. And you can either do full circles, or I'm going to let myself get lost in this little project here, which is the goal. You're just going to find all of these little shapes. You're going to let your mind wander while you do this. And once we get started, I'm going to again turn off my camera and continue with my little project here. But like I said, I want you to spend about 20-ish minutes at least. Just let your brain wander. This is that meditative art. This is where you can get your little hit of oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, all your happy chemicals. Just look for those shapes. I have one that kind of crossed over here, so I'm going to follow that. And just take that time for yourself today. I'm going to cut my camera. I will come back, and you can come back after you finish yours. And I'll kind of show you what a finished product looks like. Okay, here's my finished piece, and it looks kind of like a map. So if you're into making maps, this is a great exercise for your fantasy worlds or just some extra playtime. And remember, 20 minutes a day of art keeps some anxieties away. It's good for your brain. I highly recommend it, whether you're engaging in something like this or you want to pick up some doodling. It doesn't have to be a finished product. It's just for your brain. And I hope you enjoyed this exercise. We'll do a few more meditative sessions every, once in a while. And if you have any suggestions, throw them in the comments or email me or whatever it is. And I will see you next time.